long time no see. Life got kind of busy. Had another kid. Had a lot of stuff going on. Moved. Rolled a car. Almost died. Stuff got wild. It is a busy time to thankfully be alive. But I figured it's been a long enough hiatus. And there's been some things that's been going on in the gaming landscape that have warranted my attention. So for those of you who care, for those of you that are inclined to look, see what I gotta say, I've been thinking about returning to form with the discussion of this guy 2 from the PlayStation Showcase. I mean, that's the only thing that really drew my eyes to wanting to pick this up and start talking to you all again in the midst of all the chaos that is the handful of things I just mentioned at the start of this. But moving forward, the showcase looked dope. It looked really good. The main things that I'm going to be talking about, though, this guy's game right here. We didn't get a lot. We got a trailer. We got a pretty extensive wait. I mean, time flies, so it ain't that bad. But it won't be here super soon. But I suppose we shouldn't be mad about that, because that means that quality is going to be put into this, and not just a glorified DLC. Not that that was a jab at Miles' game or anything like that, but it seems like maybe Miles' game was a little bit of a, what's the word, trial run at a couple of things. And now, from them kind of perfecting the formula, we're about to see the implementation with a Kraven the Hunter, Venom, and maybe Green Goblin. Definitely the first two. I mean, the Lizard has some potential. I don't know if there's anything been 100% confirmed yet. But I mean, we did see Kirk Connors at the end of that cutscene. We know that Harry is probably going to be the one in the suit. Maybe Eddie Brock will get a hold of it. We don't know. We have Miles being able to help out. We have, of course, the typical villains that pull on the heartstrings of our, webbed Avenger. And it could shape up to be an interesting story. I'm sure it will be. This story that we got here with this game is probably one of the best Spider-Man stories we've gotten in years. That and Into the Spider-Verse. But with how it looks, for those of you that know the mythos of Kraven, he is a very worthy adversary of Spider-Man. Oh, what? We got attacked? Where though? But where? Nah, I don't see it. Demons. Yeah, no. Head to Oscorp Tower. Anyway, like I said, there wasn't much with it, but with Kraven being a worthy adversary, and at times even taking out Spider-Man, donning the suit himself, being a recurring member of the Sinister Six, he should be fun. And with 2 spiders to hunt, he might have some new tricks up his sleeve to contend with that. I'm assuming the droves of, everymen that are gonna get the absolute piss slapped out of them throughout the majority of the game, are cannon fodder, web fodder for the 2, webbed Avengers at this point. But yeah, it looks like it'll be fun. I just want to see more of it. It was very minimalistic. We got the most screen time, it seemed, with God of War, which I will touch on momentarily. But let's see. Ooh. I don't think I've done that before. Speaking of Avengers and Insomniac Games, we also saw that we are going to be graced with Wolverine. Old Knucklehead himself. If that plays anything like X-Men Origins Wolverine, then I think we are going to be in for a treat, guys and gals.
Okay,
Because
that's how I can get into Norman's office.
for those of you that played it,
There
the
without
game
shutting down
may
some
have
security
been
systems.
atrocious.
But if
May
they
have been
see me, they'll
awful.
put the whole
Sorry, the
place
game.
on
The
lockdown.
movie may have been atrocious and awful. But that game probably was one of the best interpretations of Wolverine we've ever gotten. And considering that there's talks, more so hopes, but maybe, you know, rumblings of this Wolverine game being rated M, if we were to be so lucky as to get that with this level of detail and the visceral combat that you get, and that, you know, just really makes you feel like you are that hero, I could see that being one of the things that brings Wolverine, you know, not that he was ever out of the limelight per se. He is one of the most popular X-Men, and one of the ones that everybody recognizes, but it would, I guess, bring him back and probably make everybody just gush all over the X-Men again. It'll probably change a couple of things in the comic continuity as well. And if they shared a shared universe with these Avengers, potentially X-Men, if not just Wolverine, which I'm okay with that. I don't need all of them. I just need Wolverine and like maybe a handful of a few others like Storm, Rogue. A good Nightcrawler game would be cool. Maybe like a Brotherhood of Mutants game that has like a decent selection. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. If they all have a shared universe, we could possibly get to see that Spider-Man Wolverine team up that we always, you know, always enjoy in the comics when it happens. And with, again, Miles being added in there, whoever else they're going to bring in, with, I don't know what the Avengers lineup is going to be, because I think they said Avengers West in Spider-Man 1. So if they expound upon that in Spider-Man 2, and if these threats get bigger and bigger, with Green Goblin always being a motherfucker to deal with, it could, I mean, and Venom could honestly open up the interdimensional thing, unless they go with the pure science route and not just, oh, what was that? Oh, please, I was not about to get touched. It could possibly open up the door for them to have a cool little group for the Avengers West, or whatever Avengers crew they bring in for this shared universe they have them doing. It looks hopeful. Better run, boy.
There it is.
Come on. Thank you. So that's it for the Marvel side of things that we saw on that. And no, you're not hacking it. You just, what? Can you do it? He can do it. Alright, guys. There's the third game, because my main focus is something else with this live stream. I do want to touch on all of it. I'm excited for everything I saw. I'm hoping that it's going to be nothing but good vibes. It seems like the companies in question know what they're doing. They're giving us what we want, and if it continues to be as such, I think that we're all just going to have a good time with what comes out in the next couple of years. Moving on, God of War looks phenomenal. There's a lot to go in with that. Honestly, I don't feel like a little quick shot live stream justifies what I saw, because I love that series. Only thing I haven't played is the PSP iterations, and that's all the way through. The first one for this new gen, with the continuation, is just the cream of the crop when it comes to PlayStation gaming. It is one of the top 3 things that make people, I feel, within the right reasoning, buy exclusives. People can say exclusives are unfair, stupid as fuck, all that, but hey, with that, you get titles like that. You get titles like God of War that when you just see it, you just get excited. You know it's going to be great. You know every single entry has been a banger. Sure, not perfect. This last one, almost perfect, but you know that this second one, with the continuing of Atreus' realization of who he is, the introduction of that little female who I won't give any spoilers to for those who don't know, because I didn't know. I had a homie tell me. The revelation of Thor, the sheer scope of it all, them finding Tyr, the fact that it's not even it wasn't even something that they kept a secret. Like, they kind of were alluding to it, and I guess it wasn't the biggest secret, but they found him off rip. in the trailers. So I'm assuming the game is gonna be wild. You got little nods to you having dire wolves on sled to get you across the Lake of Nine because Ragnarok is coming, so everything's freezing over. You, it looks good. Faye, obviously, wanting to take your head among probably your kid's head too, to make up for the fact that her baby boy is gone. It's got some shit brewing. And the first one was just I can't justify it in, like I said, such a short period of time. But the second one looks like it's just going to do everything tenfold. You got the weapons being automatically given to you. It looks like Atreus' abilities have expounded greatly. He has new mounts, more utility probably. The different enemy types are always great to see, because them Draugr were, I mean, fun to beat the hell out of, but I was a little over just seeing them and like where Draugrs and then other kind of Draugr. Yo, just get so seeing like centaurs, you know, kind of the other mythical things, probably some elves again. Obviously Draugr. You're gonna have some like gremlin frog things. I don't know what the hell those were, but again, it just is more of what was great, more than likely to be made even better. So I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on God of War Ragnarok. Also, I can only imagine what that boss fight with Thor is going to be, because if he's not the final boss, I'm curious as to who will be. I don't see us taking on Odin. Tyr is going to be... I'm not here to hypothesize and theorize on that. Boop. Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was supposed to start that. Like I said, I'm not here to theorize on that, but it looks like it's gonna be the kitty's titties. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So the meat and potatoes for this one that brings me to wanna, you know, have this little chit chat with y'all is what I was the most excited for those of you that have watched my channel, for those of you that, you know, maybe you don't watch it and then you're just like, I wonder what this guy makes before I even watch this thing. You'll see Star Wars is near and dear. Star Wars is my #1 verse. It's my favorite. I love it. Every bit of it. Not every bit of it, that's a lie. There's some things that are absolute garbage. There's some things that are fanboy trash. There's some things that are grossly underrated. And overrated too. Oh my god, he cannot swing. There we go, web's it. All those buildings and you can't get a web to reach. I'm not meeting MJ in Central Park. They better give me somebody to fight. I was really hoping to throw some hands in the middle of this conversation to spice it up, but I mean, this is relaxing. I know some people enjoy this, you know. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. Not remaster, remake. It has been what people have been waiting for since it came out. It has been what people have been asking for since the modding community has just been knocking it out the park, making it look just even more gorgeous than it didn't, because it was only on the Xbox. It was just a really good game. It gave everybody the service as far as lore, combat styles, kind of exploration. It was very Star Warsian. It was great writing. I think Drew Karpyshyn, was he a part? I don't know if he was a part of that. For those of you that are, you know, deep Star Wars lore heads, you know, he has made some of the greatest books, along with a few other ones, not to disparage anyone. But with this remake, with it literally just being some, you know, cryptic something, the Force. But I'm pretty sure it was Bastila that was talking, so yeah, that's just my go-to. I like Palpatine. It goes to show... Oh, don't tell me this is an MJ mission. With what I'm about to speak about, I'm not like against female characters in games. I'm just against fetch quest. 15 minutes earlier. Fuck. Okay. Yep, that's that one. I'm gonna leave this mission. As a matter of fact, maybe I won't. One moment, I'm gonna swap. You're gonna see a brief cut. Bear with me. Oh,